Trying to take the derivative of b to the x, we know that b to the x is the same thing as b to the x times log base b of b. Of course, log base b of b is just 1, so it's like b to the x times 1, which is b to the x. And of course, we can use the power rule, bring the x into the exponent of the b, and we end up getting this. B to the x is equal to b to the log base b of b to the x. And of course, we don't have to use a b as long as this base and this coefficient are the same number. So for example, we can use e. Why use e? Well, because e is very nice, as we'll see later. And of course, we can write log base e as ln. So this is all the same thing. And now we can use the power rule, bringing this x to the front, and we get this. So we know that b to the x is the same thing as e to the x ln of b. And we also know that e can be expressed in many different ways. And these are usually the 3 ways that is useful to express e. Using this fact, that the derivative of e to the x is itself e to the x. Or more specifically, it's e to the x times the derivative of the exponent. But of course, when the exponent is just x, the derivative of x with respect to x is 1. So we get that the derivative of e to the x is just itself, e to the x. So let's say that we're trying to figure out what is the derivative of b to the x. So some other number different than e. So the reason why the derivative of e to the x is just itself has to do with what e actually is. See, b is not equal to this. So we're going to get a different answer. We're not going to get that the derivative of b to the x is b to the x. We know that b to the x is the same thing as e to the x times ln of b, as we've shown here. And using this fact here, we know that the derivative of e to the x is itself. So the derivative of this, e to this power, is itself times the derivative of the exponent. So the derivative of e to the x ln of b is e to the x ln of b times the derivative of the exponent. So this is the exponent. And what is the derivative of the exponent? Well, ln of b is just a constant. So the derivative of x ln of b is just that constant, ln of b. So we get this. But remember, e to the x ln of b, e to the x ln of b, that's just b to the x. So this is the same thing as b to the x times ln of b. Therefore, we can say that the derivative of b to the x is equal to b to the x times ln of b.